All right, guys, let's get busy. See, them Chiefs ain't played yet. I know what happened now. I got left the computer settings up. That's what happened, teams. Just to show you guys. That's the computer settings. Almost what we agreed upon. Just put it all Madden, all equal. That's what's up there. All right, let's get it moving. It's a game we got to win right here, guys. Big game.
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Dak Prescott and the Washington Commanders taking on Jordan Love and the Dallas Cowboys.
Big game, guys.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Ooh.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. 5 yards on the game.
Gotta get out the way, big guy. Good block, though.
Well, these two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. Play fake. Here's Love. And that'll be incomplete. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Throwing. Love. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So here are the Commanders making their way out. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. On play action, Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Prescott steps away to his left. And he's going to find his man.
That guy was over the line of scrimmage.
It's complete. And they'll get this down to the... .42-yard line. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. They find some open field here. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That's good for 19 and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He gets this complete to Cephas. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game. It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Pollard.
No job. 4th down. Coach Jules defense. Let him go for it.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
They ain't really no 4th and inch, 4th and 1. That's why they're kicking a field goal. That's
now
a long
Jason
inch.
Sanders for the field goal try. This a 31-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Cowboys sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year, but when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Love. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Off the play fake, Love. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Love looking to throw.
Drag route.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Love now to pass on first down. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down.
Okay, hit me out of bounds, guys. Start calling that penalty.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I got more than 2 yards on
I do
that.
know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
They'll run with Dobbins.
Good job.
Get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. J.K. Dobbins hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Good job.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, come on. Ain't no way he could do that kind of shit. Wow.
7-3 the score.
Okay,
on
okay.
EA Sports.
Well, he can do all that and not fumble. Okay.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott forced out to his left. Pass to Tony.
Come on, guys. What is this? He's throwing the shit across his body. Take that off.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Prescott. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got a man open. It's time.
Come on, guys.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's some bullshit.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Come on. That should have been a fumble. That was a good hit.
5-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Looking to throw. Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But guaranteed, as you noted, someone's jumped in that huddle and said, a lot more to be done, guys. Let's not, would you say, take your foot off the pedal? Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility as people get self-satisfied. The greats do not. We'll find out what he's made of.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Love. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz.
Yeah.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's going to get a
take it to the 2. Take it to the 2.
Brought down 2nd and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll take it.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Cowboy touchdown.
Good for all your blockers.
Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now for the PAT, here's Johnson. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting 3s, and you're coming back and getting 2s, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now.
Oh, here we go. Now they're going to cheat.
This all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Wow, how many? How you get to?
Already a gain on the completion,
I'm gonna say, no way to get to 26.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Come on, guys.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
First down, Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route.
No, this is some bullshit.
A great play there.
That is some bullshit right there.
Of the season. And the Commanders have
Niggas are gonna make a cut and straight down the side and nobody touch him. Come on, guys.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
From the 27, Love looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, Love. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it is incomplete.
They got to put the cut in bounds. Come on.
To break that one up.
I flipped that play.
There was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Now Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete.
Come on, running back.
Let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL. We are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start with two cities that evoke memories of the 1993 comeback, albeit with a different franchise this time around, but it's Houston at Buffalo. And it's the Bills with the lead in the second quarter. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. From there, we'll stay in the AFC East as we jet down the coast to check on the Dolphins at Hard Rock Stadium. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Elijah Moore, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville, see what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Christian Kirk, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like.
Oh, come on. That's not a face mask.
And get us going.
So give them the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury. And we'll be back in a moment. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing. Prescott. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Off the play fake, Prescott. Buying time to his left. Nothing open.
Good rush. Good pass rush, guys.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable.
Good pass rush.
That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
From the 22, Love. And he's
Come on, man, that guy gonna jump that route that quick. Come on, make this more realistic.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Love. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll run. It's Dobbins. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Out of the
drag
route, it's Love. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have
actually ain't no drag route with the outside receiver though, but I'll call it. But yeah, I remember the rules. No drag with the outside guy. Only drag with the 2 inside guys.
Receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up, but I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets...
Come on, man, that big fat dude gets that fast when you go outside. That's some cheating shit.
Sweat. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw now. Here's Love. And this one is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
The offense schemed, going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3.
No, we ain't got
and he'll
the
need all the leg he's
win.
got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt.
We ain't got the win, guy.
And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range.
We ain't got the win.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And our game's
damn it, guys, and knocked out of field goal range.
Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Come on, guys.
Results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll run left with Pollard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A first down throw for Prescott. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Prescott now.
Good sack, guys. Big one.
Pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. To throw is Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
A 3rd quarter score now from MetLife Stadium, and make it a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Giants. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On play action. Love to throw.
No rollout.
A fight for the
Oh,
football,
come
but
on.
it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Oh, you see this? Can't nobody tackle the guy. That's my one of my rollouts. I got one option rollout. That's some fucking bullshit. God damn it, Love, come on.
Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive.
It's a bad
because
throw. It's nothing but
their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out. Pollard going to try the right side.
Oh, come on, we right there. Oh, this is some fucking bullshit. Now we can't tackle all of a sudden. Oh, my God. Wow, that's a big back. That's a lost way in the backfield.
Have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
So here now is Prescott as his guys will go for the two-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points.
Come on, guys. He's standing right there. Turn around.
Two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts? Passing versus running on two-point conversion. Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people
What
think
you doing? What you doing that way for?
conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your
You
team.
playing man to man. What are you looking at? No, we didn't have to win until our back. We shouldn't have threw that pass.
He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 130 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That's my option rollout.
Right about 4 there on the
call that
scramble,
fucking
and
play.
it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The Cowboys on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early.
Come on, man. We just call it audible. What is this bullshit every time? Just find a way to fucking cheat, guys.
Really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Love now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked
that was
by
my
Kendall
slant.
Fuller.
Love, what was that? Now we throwing the game away. Come on, guys.
Back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's in person or just offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott being chased out left. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington.
I'm playing over the top. How the fuck he get open?
25 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders are looking as if they'll move it to 7 and 2 as they add on to this lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here.
They cheat when they want to. I'm playing a fucking zone. How the fuck he gets that wide open?
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now up to 14.
And I'm playing over the top. So where's the middle help at? Come on, guys. That's some bullshit.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That's pass interference. No call.
One that's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Good throw.
And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. Touchdown.
All right, we're back in it. Good job.
Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense. Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Let's go defense.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
They got through that guy on one hand off his foot against the wind. Got that throw. That's some bullshit. Let's go.
Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a first carry here for Robinson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Prescott to throw it. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have a Commander's first down.
Guys, how is he getting that in his zone? We're standing right there. And you just not going back.
Because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to
it's not even a slant, guys. Come on, man. It's a dime defense. Fucking impossible, guys.
Prescott on first down. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott.
Oh, good defense.
Broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down shy.
Come on, guys. What was that?
9-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
On 3rd down, Love. That is caught by Lamb. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
From the 41, Love. And that is incomplete.
Drag route. Come on, guys.
Down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
They pick it off. You can never tackle the motherfuckers. Come on, man. That is some bullshit at the highest fucking level. He can run right through the middle of the thing and not get touched. Come on.
Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Sanders now to add the extra point. He knocks it through, and it's 35-21. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Love back to it here after the pick 6. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Draymond Jones just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Another try after the 1st down sack. Love. He's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 32 on the play.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job of the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing. Love. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off.
There ain't nowhere near the guy. Come on, guys.
The Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot.
I'm tired of stupid ass shit.
It's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go to the
It wasn't even nowhere near the fucking guy. Come on,
and
guys.
sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case.
They will leave this shit the way it is. This fucking shit hard as fuck.
Proper
for
cheap
aggression.
motherfuckers.
The Commanders preparing for their next possession.
And we ain't got to even worry about the
Turnover that
fucking
just
shit.
got
I
the
wouldn't
football
change
back.
shit.
Obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here then?
No, I don't. Especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They go back to Pollard on second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the
media question.